In this lesson, we are going to build a Java program to check the prices of some digital coins, like Bitcoin. Let's get started. I'm going to create a new project, and I'm going to select Java project and hit next, and another next. I'm going to name my project Digital Coin Price Checker and hit finish. Now let's create a main class. First, I'm going to create a package. I'm going to name it com.coins.price.checker. And now I'm going to create a class coin price. And in here, I'm going to create a main method. I'm going to type main here and hit enter. I'll have a simple message here, s out, and hit enter. Now let's run this main class. And as you see, here is the output result. So this is pretty basic Java program. Now we want to build and run this application using Gradle. So first thing, we need to add build.gradle file, and this is the first file that Gradle gonna look at. The Gradle file should be on the main root level, so I'm gonna do right click on the project itself and do new file, and file name is build.gradle. There is a little elephant icon next to build.gradle, which tells us this is a Gradle build file. And now, since we are using Gradle to build this Java project, we will use the Gradle conventional approach, which means we are going to add a plugin that brings us all the necessary tools to work with Java application. So we are going to use a Java plugin that allows us to run a set of tasks like Java clean, build, compile, jar, assemble, and so on. To add the plugin, I'm gonna type plugins ID and between single quotation Java. There are other ways you can add this plugin. For example, you can use apply plugin Java. Both are the same. However, Gradle recommend the first syntax, so you can just take this away. Now let's build this Java program with Gradle. I'm gonna type Gradle build and build successful. Let's see what tasks that comes by default with this Java plugin. So I'm gonna do Gradle tasks. And that shows me all the tasks with this plugin. And it has been grouped into, let's say, these are related to build tasks. This is the build setup tasks and documentation task. Next to each task, you will find the description. For example, when we do Gradle build, it assembles and tests this project. If we run Gradle jar, it will assembles a jar archive containing the many classes. And there are some help tasks and verification tasks. To clean the terminal, just hit Ctrl and L together. After building our project, with the Gradle build command, a new build folder will be generated. And it has the libs, which contains the jar file, which is my project name .jar. But notice there are no classes folder here. And the reason for that, when we started this project, we started as a Java project, but later we have added build.gradle file to start building and running this project with Gradle. In Gradle, we have a specific folder layout, which is pretty much similar to Maven folder layout. Usually, any Gradle project should follow the same folder layout, which looks like the following, where you have a source folder, and inside the source folder you have main and test. Where in the main folder you have the Java code, and in the test folder you have the Java test code. Similar thing applied to Gradle. So if we created this project from the beginning as a Gradle project, which we are going to see in the next tutorial, we don't need to specify where is the source code. But in this case, because this is a Java program that we have added Gradle to build it, we will need to specify where is the source code. And to do that, we will use the source sets. So using the source set, we were telling Gradle to go and find our code under the source hierarchy. And now let's do Gradle build. And build successful. And let's look at the build folder here. We can now find the classes folder where you can find the compiled code, coin price.class. So this is the compiled code.